Welcome to Kaynichole After Dark. I am your host, Kaynichole, and we're going to take our first sip of the evening. I wanted a red tonight. I was really feeling a red, but all we have is white. So, hey, I'm doing well, Adam. I'm doing very well. I hope you are too. I've been working and been living. Girl, I do know. So, but keep on doing the damn thing. You know, I don't know what you out here doing, but always proud of you. Always doing the damn thing. And, you know, sometimes we got to put our craft on the back burner for bills or whatever is going on. You know, so I feel you. I'm doing well, Adam. I'm doing well. Things could always be better, but I'm doing things. And Cradle, thank you so much. Right? It's going to be 9 years in August. My hair. So, yeah. It's definitely doing the damn thing. Oh, you back in the UK? Okay. That's what's up. It should be nice over there now. It's summer. I see everybody going to France and everything like that, so I'm sure the weather is beautiful. So, thank you for we're retiring this lingerie piece. So, we are now going to be selling it. Just got back from Cane's. Okay, wonderful. That's beautiful. So, yeah. We're retiring this forever. So, you guys won't see this again. So, I am selling it on my OnlyFans. So, just so you know. Okay, so let's get started on the topic at hand, because I definitely want to talk about what's been going on in these dating relationship streets. So, but please leave me the message and I will respond to you there. So, ignorance in a relationship, right? I was having a conversation, because there's always a personal story when it comes to relationships and dating. Like it always like in a way comes back to the original person. So when I talk about dating and relationships, it always can go back to a story or some kind of reference, right? Hey, Makeup Doja, I hope you're doing well, girl. Hope everything is going well. So I'm actually making myself hot in this. Ugh. Thought that I could deal, but we're getting a little too hot, so it's not working. We're gonna put that over there because it's just not working. So we're gonna do this. This feels a lot better. Thunder and lightning outside. It's crazy. Okay. So, yeah, this feels better. And no, I didn't shave, so if y'all see hairy armpits, it is what it is. I get my wax tomorrow. So, okay. So, ignorance in a relationship, right? I often find that we pursue people, or people are pursued, or the pursuee or the pursuer, however it is, has limited information and how they're supposed to conduct the relationship. And I was recently told this, and I'm now sharing off that information to you guys, that ignorance, yes, you can say to your partner you don't know something, okay? There's nothing wrong with not knowing something, okay? We're not saying that because you're ignorant to something, you shouldn't be in a relationship, you're stupid, you're this, you're that. No. What I'm saying to you and to all my royals out here is that if there is something that you don't know in your relationship, or that's something that you're not aware of that you should be doing, it is up to you to educate yourself in your relationship. Everybody's relationship is different, yes. So that means that you have to educate yourself on what's going to work for yours. I find it puzzling, really, that people can say I don't know in a relationship and get away with that. You have to have some kind of understanding of why you decided to form this relationship with someone. Okay. And when you form a relationship with somebody, do understand the ins and outs. I understand the people are going into relationships not really understanding. I'll give you just a quick story time of myself, that I was dating this guy and we had been long distance since we'd known each other, right? So if you fell for a female, right, that lives long distance, okay, wouldn't it be in your best interest to figure out how you're going to deal with a long distance relationship? Because you knew the person was long distance when you got in it. So I find it interesting when people are like, oh, I don't know how to handle this, I don't know. You knew what you were getting into when you got into it. When you started dating this person, you knew he had a baby mama. You knew. But you went into it anyway. So then you're figuring, then you're wondering why you stressed out. Why are you upset about him dealing with the baby mom? And you knew what you were going into when you got into it. Yeah, he may have said, oh, I don't have drama with my baby mama and everything like that. A lot of people tell you stuff that they want you to hear for you to enter into the relationship. So a person might say, I didn't know he had 4. Yeah, like, how do you not know what you're getting yourself into when you're pursuing this person, or when you're the pursuee? Like, you know. So I just find that saying that you don't know, yes, you can say that. Like I said, you can say you don't know. There's nothing wrong with not knowing. But you cannot feign ignorance. And once you are aware, you are supposed to educate yourself. I don't understand, like they were saying, ignorance is not an excuse for not knowing. Once you realize you don't know something, it really is up to you to educate yourself. It's not your partner's job to advise you on how to do things. If you care and want to be there in that relationship, it would be in your best interest to figure out how you want it to work. And I think that a lot of people enter in these relationships not truly understanding what they take. I feel like a lot of people are wanting relationships out of convenience, or just to have sex on demand. Good evening. Welcome to Kaynichole After Dark. For those just coming in, please like and subscribe on my YouTube so that you can see upcoming videos. So you can always stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, and comment. So we were talking about ignorance. And if anybody wants to share, their thoughts on it as well, you do know that I will read your comment in the message board. But it's really unfortunate that a person can say that they're not aware of something but fully be into it. Like, if you enter a contract, I didn't know. That is not valid. It's not an excuse. You need to educate yourself. And that is what people are not doing in relationships. They're not fully educating themselves on what they need to do and how they're moving to make the relationship successful. Some people want relationships to feel emotionally validated. Yes, exactly. There are so many reasons why people enter into relationships. But my comment is that you understand why you're going into it, and just not doing bullshit and going through the motions. Because a relationship is about two people coming together, two imperfect people coming together to build something. And I find that people often say they want to build, but do not have the proper tools to make that happen. And it's like, sharpen up your tool belt. You know, we all have different tools. We all have our different tools because we all have our different, hey, Nez, how are you? We all have different experiences, different backgrounds. And so it is up to us to educate each other. And that is also in platonic relationships. You know I talk a lot about romantic relationships and eros relationships, but it also has to do with familial platonic relationships. You can't feign ignorance or I don't know. Every relationship requires work and understanding. And that also has to do with, I also like to always bring that up to accountability, because sometimes our friends usually know about what we're interested in our relationships and stuff like that before we actually enter in a relationship. Like, yo, man, I was interested in this guy and he's so fine. You trying to talk to him? Or, oh my goodness, this girl is just, I don't know what to do. I'm just hitting her. So, and I feel like our friends or people that we call friends we're not keeping them accountable. And I feel like in this day and age, we are quick to say that's not my business. Hey, Tony Missing, how are you? We're quick to say that's not my business, that's not my relationship, and stuff like that. It's not your relationship. However, as a friend, as a person that cares, you are accountable. You are your brother and sister's keeper. So if your friend is entering into, let's say, a long distance relationship, ask them, how you gonna preserve that? How you gonna make that happen? I know that this is your first long distance relationship. What's going on? What's going to, ask them. Because sometimes we really need to pull, hey, how are you doing? And George, I hope all is well. Hey, Kels, hope you're doing well as also. That keeping our friends accountable, keeping people accountable. And I was in the park today. I know this is like a side thing, but I do really feel like in the Black community, we don't really pull each other's tail coats like we should and be like, yo, nah, bro, that's not good. Like, sometimes we know our friend is a cheater and we're keeping that shit up in wraps. Not saying that you should go and tell the man, no, that I'm not saying get in the middle of anything. I'm saying that you tell your friend, yo, I see what you're doing. That's not cool, yo. That's not cool. I know you know better than that. I know you know that person deserves better than that. What's really good? Kells, Mr. Blunt himself says, I'm on my 50 cent. Holla up. I got 21 questions before you indulge. Exactly. You have to ask questions, and I feel like we have to make people accountable. And that's just something that I haven't been seeing just in general. And I know that at times this culture is now where nobody can say anything to anybody else. And it's just like, when did we get to this point that we got so selfish that it was just all about us? Like I said, I was going to go on a side comment. So I was in the park earlier today. And, park is a public place for everybody to have a good time and hang out and be on a bullshit. But this one gentleman, Hispanic brother, had his music on an extender in the park, mad loud. I heard his music over everybody else's music. And he's one person. And I'm like, who made him so important that his is the only music that can be heard? Who is he that he has to drown out everybody else? No consideration. It's a public park. Yes, you do have the right to play your music how you like it, but have consideration for those around you. Not everybody wants to listen to your music. That's why they made headphones for a fucking reason. Like, they made headphones for a reason. And so the fact that this person is so selfish and so self-indulged that they feel that their music should be the loudest in the park than anybody else. And that is how we as society are moving as a whole. That blinders on. It's just about us. It's just about me. And I'm only going to work with people that benefit me. I'm only going to do this if it benefits me. I'm going to do... No. How about you do it because it's common courtesy? How about you do it because you care about other people around you? How about you do it because you know that karma and energy continues to work and go through? So even if this person, I gave this person positive energy and they didn't give it to me back, don't worry. That energy is going to come about because energy does not die. If we know about energy, you know that it's going to come back around. So you don't have to worry about that. And I just feel like we're just in a world where people aren't valuing educating each other on how to be a better person, because all of our shit stinks. All of our shit stinks. And I feel like we do not make each other accountable. You know, like there was this woman, you know, that I saw, and her child was running around the doctor's office. And I'm like, hold up. Stop. Hey, little one, no, you can't run around. Come on now, you might fall, hurt yourself and everything like that. And the mom is looking at me. And I almost like, kind of like dared her to say something to me, because I'm not doing anything to hurt your child. I'm actually giving them wisdom that you failed to do, that your child is running around in the doctor's office. Hey, Shannon, let me share that just so you guys know, those that are in the building. July 20th, there is a power shoot hosted by iFlirt Studios. If you are wanting to know more about it and to participate, do DM iFlirt Studios. That's iFlirt_studios. If you are interested in being part of that that power shoot. It's for photographers, models, so however you want to build, it would be a great look. So do check it out. Okay, so that is what I wanted to share as far as accountability. That please be your brother and sister's keeper. Like, I know that it might be weird to educate or tell somebody they can do better, but that's what we were made for. I'm sorry, I'm going in my God bag, but we are social creatures. We were made to help each other be better. I'm just encouraging you guys to do that, because I do it and I get flack for it. I get major flack for it. It's none of my business. Who are you? You're not my therapist. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that, and I've been told, oh, you trying to be Mother Teresa. Never trying to be Mother Teresa, but I do implore and challenge people to be better. Challenge me to be better. I'm not even saying it about myself. Challenge me to be better. But be your brothers and sisters keeper. Don't just listen to them talk about what's going on in their life. Be objective. Say, nah, man, that don't sound right. That don't sound right. That don't make any sense. Instead of just listening to the story and being like, yeah, word, man, word. itches be crazy, yo, knuckles be dumb. Like, no. Listen to what the person, your friend, the person is telling you. And if it don't make sense, pull their coattail. Let them know. Thank you so much for the badge. I appreciate that. Yes. I always appreciate support. So thank you very much, Night Angel Exodus. I said why most don't like being accountable. Well, my guess is as good as yours, because no one likes to be told right from wrong. And I feel like once we get to adulthood, people feel like they're above correction. Like, I'm an adult. And the thing is that you're constantly learning. I had someone tell me that their relationship wasn't meant to be a classroom. Life is a classroom. You're constantly learning. So I found that to be a very ignorant statement, because life is coursework. We're constantly learning and trying to be better. I think, like, at the end of the day, I think we all want to be a better version of ourselves. At least that is what I hope for us. And maybe I'm hoping and wanting too much for us, but that is what I want, is for us to want better for ourselves each day and to do better. Less mistakes will be made. Yeah, exactly. We need to keep each other accountable, and I just don't feel like we've been doing that as like we should, you know. So that is why saying I don't know is not a suitable answer in dating. Educate yourself. The answers are out there. And I feel like people aren't taking it seriously and are just being in relationships just like my guy said, to be emotionally validated, for convenience. It's not love. It's not love. That's what I'm saying. Night Angel Exodus says, facts. Yes, some people think that learning stops after adulthood, and that's far from the truth. Correct. Keating 1138 says, hey, beautiful, how are you doing? I am doing well. I cannot complain. I am doing my Kaynichole After Dark. And please like and subscribe. My links are in my bio. Yeah. So check it out. So, but for those that are tuning in, thank you for tuning in to Kaynichole After Dark. I am your host, Kaynichole, and you can subscribe to my YouTube, where this will be placed on my links. So definitely like, subscribe, and comment. So educate yourself. Educate yourself on why you're in a relationship, the purpose of this relationship, and what do you plan on doing in it. Because saying I don't know when you're already in the relationship is only good one time. One time. Please. Please educate yourself. Please do what's necessary to get yourself right in your relationship. If you want it. Heating 1138 says, okay, we'll do. Please enjoy your night. Thank you. I hope you do as well. Okay. Put the jam back on. Okay. So, the next thing I want to talk about tonight is this red balloon dating. Can I get some hearts if y'all know, if y'all seen this red balloon dating, guys? If you've seen it, heard it, let me know. Put some hearts up and everything. Let me know. Have you seen it? If you haven't, well, then let me educate you, darling, about what is going on. So recently, I've been seeing on YouTube, they have this show where a line of men, a line of women have balloons. I believe the men have red balloons, the women have blue balloons. And a person comes out, like any other dating show, and shares about themselves. And based on what they say, the men or women pop the balloon, stating that they're no longer interested and have to share now why. Okay. Now, I have been seeing, Ms. Anonymous says, no, what the hell is that? So, okay, so you hear the setup already, right? So, I've been seeing viral videos of these balloon poppings, right? And some of them have been really, really toxic. Like, where they're just saying they popped the balloon for, oh, you know, you shaped like a ninja turtle, or, you know, I didn't like the fact that you said, you know, and it's, I mean, don't get me wrong. They can share why they don't want to move further or no longer interested in being in moving forward with this person. However, you do not have to do it by degrading somebody. And I've been noticing the ones that go viral are the ones that they're instigating a fight almost, because they talk about badly about who the person is. And I feel like you can dismiss a person without insulting them, without trying to make them feel small. And I have an issue with the show on that front, because you can tell somebody that you're not interested in them without telling them, you know, something super negative that's going to go at their self-esteem. Like, you don't know this person from Adam. They're just telling you this right now. Why are you going to go, oh, your clothes look bummy, you just that. Have some humility about yourself. And just say, yeah, the way you responded, I wasn't interested. And I chose to go in a different direction. Hush. Miss Anonymous, it sounds like they're doing it for views, because that's just wrong to put people down. Exactly. But I have seen, oh my gosh, really? So I have seen that videos that are very kind and everything like that, where it's peaceful. But I still have an issue with this red balloon popping, because what I feel and what I've seen, because I've been watching a few of them, is that we are first quick to cancel ourselves out. I notice that when a person has an issue with or says something to another person, the person pops their balloon and bases it off themselves. And we're all individuals, okay? If a person doesn't like a certain hairstyle on one person, doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to like it on you. And I feel like we are too quick to cancel ourselves out when we might not be completely sure of the outcome or what the person's thinking. I don't feel that there's enough discussion, communication, or we're not asking the right questions. There's something there that's happening that is causing this negativity or people canceling themselves out when they don't have to. Let me see what the comments are so far. Let me see. I Flirt 2 says, true. Night Angel Exodus presents, yup, like most of the people don't critic without skiing bit personal dig. Yeah. I'm going to assume you're driving, because I don't understand that at all. So, so I'm going to assume that you're driving right now. But we need to ask the right questions in dating. Yes, we all care about how the aesthetics. Yes, we care about how our person looks to us. But it's about asking the right questions. And I believe, and I've been noticing on this balloon popping show. Hey girl, Congratulations. See if he has a brother or a cousin, because your girl, like, seriously. But congratulations, Gia. You asking the right questions. Okay, and I will give an example. I was watching an episode today, and the woman said, "What is your communication style?" The gentleman responded adequately and said, "What do you mean by communication style?" She responded, "Your communication style." Now, I am under the impression that she doesn't know what communication styles are either, because she would then be able to identify what those communication styles are. And for those here that might not know what communication styles are, it's how you speak in a conversation. So it could be aggressive, it could be submissive, it could be assertive, you could be passive aggressive. Those are all different communication styles that people may have for how they get their point across. There's even a manipulative, communication style. So I feel you're asking a question that you, ma'am, don't really even know what the answer is. So I feel like a lot of people have pulled information out of social places to make it seem, to validate themselves or make them seem like they know more than what they do. Like when people talk about soul ties or emotional intelligence. Like, what are these things? What are they? Communication styles. What are these things? But the thing is that the people that know about it actually talk about it and have it in everyday conversation. I feel a lot of people want to be something that they're not, in a way, and seem more down to earth or more leveled by asking questions that sound thoughtful and insightful, should I say? But they don't even have the background information to back up the question that they're even asking. Because had he asked what communication style is, she should have advised, well, there's different kinds of communication styles. There's assertive, there's passive aggressive, there's passive. Which one do you most identify with? And I think that he would be better equipped to answer that question than you saying and responding your communication style. Like that broke it down and defined what communication style you were talking about. So I do feel, oh my goodness, your breath stink. So I do feel that this balloon popping dating situations, people are not thinking truly out the questions that they're asking. Hey, Dimosha, how are you? Hope all is well. Hey, Mila, how are you doing? I saw your recent shoot. Loving it. Your son is killing it, doing the damn thing. So kudos to him. So welcome for those that are just coming in. Welcome to Kaynichole After Dark. Please like and subscribe to the links in the bio where you can go to the YouTube and be up on the discussion. So if anything you missed, you can always come back and check it out. So tonight we are talking about, is ignorance acceptable in a relationship, which we have discussed that you can say you don't know once, but you need to educate yourself. And we've talked about being our brother's keeper, right? That we must keep people accountable Her to ask you most often. Maybe she was trying to ask, do you most often communicate text versus voice? No, she said communication style. Yeah, I can actually send you the YouTube. And he asked, what do you mean by that? And she said communication style. So that is not elaborating. And it's like you're looking for something that you can't possibly get the right answer to because you didn't even ask the right question. So I feel that we really need to be mindful in dating what we're doing. What's the questions we're asking? How are we going about this? Because I feel like people are being lackadaisical with dating. People are lazy in dating. I have done online dating before. Goodness, I just did online dating like in the early 2000s. And we wrote paragraphs, okay? We had something to say. What I notice now with this online dating, what's up? And they press send. I'm doing well. How's going on with you? Like it's a text message. No, we are communicating. Have something detailed to talk about. This surface level bullshit that people be on blows my mind. And I know you need to have it. But if you're really trying to build with somebody, knowing their favorite color isn't moving, as a friend of mine said, isn't moving the needle. You need to ask real thought-provoking questions. How do you handle conflict? You know, we just need to be real. And I feel like people aren't being real with themselves. People aren't asking for what they want. They are trying to get their fantasy. They're trying to get their fantasy person. And it's not about that. It's about trying to find a genuine person that you have a connection with, that you can build with. At least that's how I feel it's supposed to be. I don't know. Maybe I'm lost in this world and I'm thinking about forever. And everybody's just thinking about today or about tomorrow. But we really need to take our relationship seriously. Hey, Jerry. Injustice presents this. People are definitely lazy in dating and communicating. Yes, ask real questions. Tony, I'm doing fine. I can't complain. iFlex says, I'll text UK. Will to be good to call. I'll call you this time. I feel like. Yes, please, because, yeah, you know, yeah, call me. And you can call me anytime. It's fine. Because I usually work by my phone or anything like that. Tomorrow, I have to work at the probation office tomorrow. So I'll be pretty free. So I do want to show those facts. So, yes, and for those that are just tuning in, iFlirt Studios is having a power shoot at Jones Beach, July 20th. DM iFlirt Studios. That's iFlirt_studios if you are interested in participating. So, yeah, so I know, so again, with those that have not seen this balloon popping on, you know, yes, the ones that are viral are the ones that are most insulting and rude and everything like that. But I noticed that in watching a few of them, that not everybody's taking a dig and trying to hurt the other person, but they're not asking the right questions, and they are kicking themselves out the game before they've had a chance to start. And what I mean by that, it's on little stuff that sometimes people will kick themselves out the race, right? Now, a man might say, I want my lady to cook, right? I would like a woman that can make me a meal. Well, in this day and age, I've known a lot of women that can't cook. But that doesn't necessarily count you out. Can you order food? Can you order a balanced meal and put it together and stuff like that and not get order a whole bunch of starches and no veggies or meat. Like, can you do that? Then maybe you have a shot, but you would never know. Don't cut yourself out. I don't like his pants. Yeah, exactly. First is night, Jones Beach Private Island Superpower Shoot, July 20th. Yes. So yeah, they will count themselves out for the dumbest reasons, or like, oh, I didn't like his outfit. Okay. The clothes, yes, they say the clothes make the man, but it doesn't necessarily. Like, you can always help him dress or be a better dresser or whatever case might be, if it works out. But I feel like people just counting themselves out when it's not necessary. This guy was like, she was like, oh yeah, I prefer tall guys. And he popped his balloon. And she was like, well, I heard you tell the other guy, you like tall guys, and I'm only 5'6". And she was like, well, personally, your height doesn't make a difference. You shouldn't have popped your balloon. But he did. He popped it on the basis of another person. And you shouldn't count yourself out. If you feel that you desire that person and you want to go for it, why not? See if they're, and when she got to the guy, she told him, like, yes, I have a preference for tall guys, but that doesn't make or break anything. So he counted himself out. And he didn't have to. So, what, Piercy? What, my baby? Wants all this attention, I swear. I can't even do my show by myself anymore. If it wasn't Rest in Peace, Denver, then now it's this one. So, for those that are just tuning in, welcome to Kaynichole After Dark. We are talking about, well, please like and subscribe to the YouTube. Links are in bio. And we are talking about ignorance in relationships. We've discussed that you can only go so far in saying that you don't know. And if you don't know something, it is up to you to look it up and educate yourself. It's terrible when people enter into relationships and act like the challenges weren't there at the time that they got into the relationship. Like, y'all heard me talk about, the long distance relationship. You knew the person was long distance when you got into the relationship with them. So now you don't know how to handle a long distance relationship? Make it make sense. You knew that they were far away to begin with. You should have been planning for this. Make it make sense. So, if you already know what you're getting yourself into, like, oh, he got, like, for instance, I was watching something. She was like, I can't deal with a person. You can have only 2 baby mothers. Obviously, she gone through some shit. She's gone through some shit that she can say you can I can deal with at least 2 baby mothers. I mean, glad she shared that, but you know what you can deal with. And so obviously she's had some issues with some baby mothers, and now she knows that she can probably deal with about 2. Dr. Fontilla says, God bless everyone in these challenges, but I would never line up to be picked by anyone. I mean, I don't know. Well, first of all, as a man, you're supposed to be the pursuer. So you wouldn't be standing in line anyway. That wouldn't even make sense for the man to do so. But I do realize, we've had this conversation in the past, that a lot of men are acting like that they're the prize instead of the prize bearer. Like, no. And the more, and I mean, I'm not trying to force my faith onto anyone. But again, it's not real. That's not how things work. That's not how things are supposed to be done. And the more we go against the grain, more bullshit happens. Like, that's why Like, it was never supposed to be this way. Women weren't supposed to chase men. That was never the case. If that was the case, then women would have owned property back then. They would have had the same rights as the men. No. Yes, there's challenges go both ways. True. But I'm just saying, as far as what you stated about standing in a line or whatever and stuff like that. I mean, everybody wants to be picked. Everybody wants to be chosen, right? And you want it to be a successful union, you know? But the thing is that there is a natural order of things, okay? And certain things aren't going to make sense. When you see women proposing, because again, the pursuing, it says in the, and I'm sorry I'm saying the Bible, a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. So it says finds. He had to search. He had to go look for her. It's not like he's supposed to be just standing there and she, like, no. So it's always cute when men say, oh yeah, the girl was chasing me or whatever and stuff like that. She probably did that after the fact, after her heart was already in it. Because no woman should be chasing no man. Okay? It's not until she's vested may she do the chase. Okay? Because people want to be with the one they love. Like, why would you love that person if you didn't want to be with them? That don't make no sense. So Juma Show says that part. Kaynichole says, bros, we are the prize bearers. Okay, Kaynichole says, we find, we search, we claim. Exactly. Like, what do you, yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely interesting out here. It's definitely interesting. So I feel people need to ask the right questions and to be accountable. Like I said before, like, we need to be keeping each other accountable, you know, and otherwise, why are we around these people? Why do we have friends? Why do we have associates if we're not keeping each other on point? We should all want to be better. And how can I do that if I think that what I say is always right, or what I'm doing is always right? No, it's not. No, it's not. We all have flaws. Like I said, I'm super critical of myself. If somebody asks me what my flaws are, I could go down a motherfucking list about how I feel about myself. Even if those things aren't all necessarily true, that is how I see myself. And I do have my friends that pull my coattail and say, no, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as you're trying to make it seem. You know, rein that back a little bit, you know. We all have mirrors up to ourselves. And I would want each and every one of us to be able to have the best reflection possible. And this is kind of why I do this show. Because educating the masses about building a bridge and understanding that we just need to do better, like, as a community. Hey, Fade, how's it going? So, yeah, I've covered all of my bases. If anybody else wants to share or go on the live and share their information and stuff like that, or their thoughts, I'd be love to have you in the chat. But yeah, what I have as, and I didn't even pin it. I should have pinned my what the topic was tonight. But yeah, if you don't know something in your relationship, it's up to you to educate yourself. Work together. Like, it's about being a team. And that is why so many people are unhappy in their relationships, because they're being selfish. It's not about y'all. It's about them. And you good word. Thank you, G. Michelle. I appreciate you. That, yeah, you're trying to build a unit out here. And I feel that it's possible, but both people have to want it. Relationships do not just come naturally. You have to put in the work. And people... Yo, I'm sorry. Personal story. Shit's crazy. But yeah, nothing happens for people naturally. We are not made like animals where it comes to us instinctively. There's nothing instinctive with us human beings. We have to do the work. We have to put in the effort. We have to put in the time. And I don't think that people are willing to put forth the effort that's necessary to make a relationship work. People are quick to cheat. People are quick to lie. People are quick to gaslight. All these different things. And it's just like, why can't we get back to the basics of being honest and being open, you know? And I understand that we all have hurt, whether it be generational hurts or hurts that have happened to us now. And that's why I encourage everybody to go to therapy, because sometimes you need to learn more about yourself. Sometimes we are blinded, because I realize a lot of people think shit out here is normal that's not normal. A lot of people have desensitized themselves to thinking that shit is normal out here. Like, a female had the nerve to tell me that if a man cheats, that's just in his nature. The fuck? Who are you telling those lies to? Who? Girl, no. It isn't nobody's nature to cheat. Yes, it is easier to do the wrong thing than the right thing. Yes. It takes discipline to do the right things. But in no way is it natural. We are all, everybody is here for a purpose. Angel Exodus says naturally, purposefully, yes, purposefully. Yeah, like the only thing that is natural is the things that God has made in its permanency, like the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. Like, we don't have any, we can't do anything to make that happen. Everything that us as humans requires force. You don't just go up the ladder at the job, right? Just getting promotion just because you there, you know, you had your time. I mean, that's how they used to do it. But nowadays, if your evaluation isn't that great or whatever, you staying at that same position. You might get a raise as far as money, but you stay in that same position. They're not hiring you to go up. Why? It requires force. You have to show, yo, I'm managerial quality right now. You have me down here mopping floors and stuff like that, but I need to be the manager up in this bitch. Why? Let me show you. I'm here on time every day. You asked me to what's the word? Teach people, train people, you know. I do it. You asked me to come in early on the weekends. I come in early. You asked me to stay late. I'm doing that. You asked me to come in and do inventory on my day off. I'm doing that. Like, it's force. And they see that like, yo, that's why that person should be a manager. Not because they've been out the job for 25 years. So fuck what? 202 Kid says people want someone to make them happy versus learning to be happy with someone. It takes work, compromise, acceptance, and commitment. Oh! I'm going to repeat that again. People want someone to make them happy versus learning to be happy with someone. It takes work, compromise, acceptance, and commitment. The commitment word is the one that's the most challenging out here, okay? But thank you, Till Kid. I'm clapping on. I love when my older gentlemen get in the chat. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Bring y'all wisdom. Dr. Fontilla says people perpetuate lies that push an agenda. It's about honesty for me. It really is. I was having a conversation with a friend and I was just like, actions show what people need to know. But the thing is, just say it. Just say it so the actions and the words line up and there's complete honesty. People want to say, nah, it's not like that, but they doing that. So why are you lying? Just come out and keep it clean. Like, yo, my actions are showing that I don't fuck with you. Read my lips. I don't fuck with you. It's simple as that. Be a grown adult about yours. You know what I'm saying? All men cheat, all women are gold diggers. You know what, Jerry? Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I can't. See? That's why you can only be here on here for so long, because you start perpetuating the nonsense too. I'm so mad at you right now. Stop that. Stop that right now. Stop that right now. But yeah, like, you have to be on your square. I got 26 seconds remaining, guys. So thank you for tuning in to Kaynichole After Dark. I will be back next Wednesday. For anything that you missed, will be up on Thursday on YouTube. Yeah. So I will see you guys next week. Know that I am selling this on my OF. So yeah. Thank you for tuning in. And above all, always keep your crown straight. Take care.